Next, let's talk about capturing, and this is where you can take the output of a shortcode and you can capture it to a local WordPress variable, and then you can use the result. So it's kind of hard to explain, but I'll show you an example. Here on this same test page that we've got, and I'll just remove this additional example to keep it simple, I'm running a shortcode called memTagDate, which will pull out the date of a tag ID. And so in this instance, I'm running the shortcode and I'm saying instead of displaying it, I just want to capture it. And I actually happen to be running basically the same shortcode here, and when I don't say capture, it will go ahead and display it. And that's why on the test page over here, I'll go ahead and update this, and then we'll come over here and refresh my test page. That's why I'm only seeing the date once in the formatted version, because there is actually a shortcode up here, but it's just not showing because instead of showing it, I'm capturing its value. So you can see again, this is the one being captured because I'm using the capture attribute, and then I'm defining when I capture it, what field do I want it to go into. So I just made up a field name here. So I'm saying capture whatever is returned from this shortcode into a field called level tag date. I happen to be also displaying the same information on the page here, but this field that I'm capturing, I can now use later. So here's another Memberium shortcode, memShowAfter, and I'm saying I want to show what's here after 12 weeks. And so after 12 weeks of what date? On that shortcode, there's a date attribute, and I'm saying, well, go ahead and use that level tag date that I pulled out of here. And this is producing something that says after 12 weeks of the date that tag was applied, go ahead and show this content. Else, or meaning if it's not 12 weeks, it will say the content is not available until 12 weeks after. And so you can see I actually repeated that same shortcode a few times. So I said 12 weeks, 9 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 weeks. And this is just an example we were doing about dripping content on a page, but you can see over here, because that was on May 15th, because that was the date that this user got the tag, the 12-week content is not available, but the 9-week and the 6-week and so forth, that content is available. So again, I'm actually running a shortcode to pull the date that this tag was applied to the contact who's logged in. I'm capturing it, and then I'm using the captured value later as one of the values of this attribute on this other shortcode. So this is where it can get complicated if you want it to, but it lets you do cool things like this one, for example. So that's capturing, and if you don't have a reason to use it, then don't worry about it. Like I said, it might look a little bit complicated, but 99% of people don't even need it.